Thanks to a unique handwriting recognition method, zengrade can interpret handwritten texts and assess them based on your criteria. Here you can view a correction suggestion from zengrade. This video provides a step-by-step guide to customizing a correction suggestion. On the right, there's a list of correction marks that can be modified. This range of correction signs should help you better understand zengrade's decisions. By clicking on Language, you will be directed to the criteria that you have chosen for the language assessment. Please make sure to click on Suggest Grades. Only after thoroughly checking the correction marks, which also indirectly checks the transcription. Additionally, you will see the criteria you have specified for the content. The correction marks for the content will only be shown once the notes have been suggested. On the far right, you will find your expectation horizon, which you can view again and again during correction. Prior to examining the correction marks that zengrade suggests, you have the opportunity to input your own correction marks and select your preferred colors. In case you wish to merge multiple categories, make sure to choose the identical letter and color for each. Zengrade will auto-apply your correction marks. Handwriting annotations are specifically designed to draw your attention to words that are difficult to read with certainty. If you interpret the word in the same way that zengrade does, there's no further action required from you. These handwriting annotations will only be visible to them. However, if they disagree with the reading, they have the option to add an error by simply clicking on the word and then selecting a correction mark. This allows them to make necessary adjustments. If you do not agree with a suggested error, you have the option to remove it by transforming it into a handwriting annotation. This way, you won't need to open the window with the correction mark every single time. You can convert all suggested correction marks into handwriting annotations, and likewise, all handwriting annotations into a spelling error, simply by using a double-click. To set the correction mark for language to positive, simply double-click on a word that is error-free. This action will allow you to adjust the settings accordingly. To modify a correction suggestion, you have the option to click on the word. Additionally, you can edit the text that has been corrected. This is something that's possible for every correction symbol. You can provide each word with its own correction symbol and also a corrected text. Every word that is recognized on the writing sheet appears inside a gray box. Typically, punctuation marks that are recognized do not have their own individual box. As a result, there are instances where multiple correction mark might refer to a single box. In this example, the word "usn't" is both a grammatical mistake and includes an additional punctuation mark. The gray box is underlined by zengrade using both of the correction colors. In order to add a correction to multiple words, you should first click on the initial word, then the yellow tick, and proceed to click on the subsequent words. In this instance, our goal is to cross out the words that have been selected. To achieve this, you need to delete the text that has been corrected and choose a correction symbol. To add, use the text field of the previous word. Correction marks must remain, otherwise zengrade won't be able to track what you've read so far. That's why a handwritten annotation is always generated. If you read a different word, please make sure to change your text. The linguistic errors that you've reviewed are counted in real time and displayed in the right margin. This number is visible only to you, while the evaluation sheet only displays the number of words. You have the option to conceal the counted errors, provided that they do not play a role in your assessment, whether it's an integrative or holistic evaluation. Once you have thoroughly reviewed all the proofreading marks and handwriting annotations, you are able to generate recommendations for grading. It is essential to ensure that you have completed the linguistic corrections and have also verified the transcription before moving forward. Once adjustments are made, no further changes can be done. At this stage, zengrade provides a final transcription, used as the foundation for evaluating both language and content. Manuscripts that are illegible need more adjustments compared to those of mediocre to good quality. Therefore, it's crucial that all correction marks are thoroughly reviewed to make sure that no words have been misinterpreted or misread. This might alter the meaning of the content. After a brief waiting period, you will be presented with the evaluation proposal. On the left-hand side, you will notice correction marks for the content. This will be clarified later. Here, you can observe the subscores along with the overall score for the language. Intermediate grades are determined for the categories of lexis, grammar, and text design. All grades are adjustable, and the overall grade will be recalculated automatically. Zengrade offers detailed explanatory texts for each partial grade to ensure the assessments are understandable. These texts are fully editable and can be optionally shown on the evaluation sheet. The correction marks for the content are shown by zengrade in the left margin, because placing them on the intermediate line would make it unclear. They are positioned in the margin to prevent the need for an extra free line while filling in the writing sheets. The solid lines indicate the assessment category of content development, while the dotted lines pertain to the content structure. Additionally, the colors can be chosen here. Afterward, review the suggested grades. You can also modify them here if needed. Each explanatory text corresponds to a correction mark located in the left margin of the page. All types of texts, such as the notes for improvement and the positive feedback, have the capability to be edited and modified as needed. To modify a correction mark in the content, you need to click on the dash followed by the 3 dots. The explanatory text, as well as the correction symbol, can be personalized and customized in this section. For adding a correction symbol to the content, you need to select the specific words that the symbol and the justification text should reference. To select multiple words, click on the yellow tick. The correction mark that has been added is automatically included in the table, and you can see it displayed in the margin on the left-hand side. After you have thoroughly reviewed the entire correction proposal, you can generate the evaluation sheet. This will be provided to you as a PDF file, which you have the option to download. Prior to the file being generated, you have the opportunity to choose the specific feedback you wish to provide. You can customize this feedback differently for each essay. For instance, if you prefer not to assess a student's language, simply leave the related boxes unchecked. If, for teaching reasons, you prefer not to show the notes for improvement for a student, and wish to display only the praise, you have this option available. The handwriting, along with the correction marks for the language, is always displayed on the evaluation sheet.